I'm really gonna have to dig deep for this one, guys. What is life? If you want to know this kind of stuff, this anime is not gonna answer that. Sword of the Demon Hunter has really just been bouncing around everywhere. To be honest with you, they tried to really make this anime feel deep. It really did. And the most I can get out of it is how to deal with loss. You know what I'm saying? So in episode one, Jinto lost the one he loved, the one he was protecting, and he inevitably lost his entire family. His sister went full demon mode, pretty much trying to kill Jinta out of revenge now. Bro, I'm just not feeling this. I'm not feeling this anime right now. But once I met Asago right here, the celestial priestess, whatever they call her, the celestial maiden, that's what they called her. I don't know. I just zoned out. To be fair with you, I really just zoned out. And I just focused on Asago. She's cute and whatnot. If this anime does anything good, it's just the cute characters that they introduce, like Asago. Oh man, and then I don't know, man. Like I said, they really tried to make this anime deep, but I just didn't. I just didn't feel it. I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't just the terrible animation, but like I said, I think it was just the storyline. It was bouncing around too much. They were introducing one too many characters at the same time, and because of this, I just didn't feel how deep it really was. I didn't really feel the actual loss. You know what I'm saying? When you know a character after 2, 3, 4 episodes, maybe then you'd build some type of feeling or some type of actual loss. And of course we have Jinta here, who is a grown ass man, half demon, acting all emotional, which is just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a grown ass man. And he's like battled hardened and all this and whatnot, and he's half demon too, so it's like, how can he really truly teach us anything of how it is to be human? Especially when he speaks here to Asago like, hey, you wouldn't really understand what it really did to me to see you again, to reunite with somebody he met, like, I don't know, 400 500 years later down the road. So yeah, oh man, Sword of the Demon Hunter, man, I don't know. It started out as a 10 out of 10. Like, episode 1 was sheer fucking perfection. It was ooh as fuck. It was sugoi. It was kakoi. It was just fucking brilliant. Episode 1 was brilliant. But after that, it was just a slow burn to nothingness. And I hate to say that. I really do. Because, like I said, a lot of great characters, a lot of side stories, but nothing that really solidified this anime. It really didn't solidify any of it. I guess that's just the point, isn't it? That really was just the point. He's just a wandering sword, a sword master, demon hunter, just protecting his people, the people, humanity. And that's about it. Honestly, it didn't really answer, it didn't really do anything for me. Losing people is normal. Being emotional is normal, but taking actions against those emotions like he did in the beginning against his sister and just hating her was just a terrible idea. And I already knew that. So I guess this anime is for people, if you've lost somebody, just know that we're all gonna lose somebody. We're all gonna go through loss. That's just what life is about. That's just what life brings us. A lot of losses. We lose more than what we gain, to be fair with you. And a lot of us, the minority, gain a shitload, but that's just the minority. We're out, and just going ape shit, losing your mind over it is not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? And we all lose somebody, and we all cope with it different, and I get it. But that doesn't mean you're just gonna, be vengeful, hateful, and all this stuff, and just be incredible. Just let your emotions just spur out, just go crazy. And lose yourself with it, and just push everyone away, everything. Push away who you really are because of a loss. No, this is not what we want. This is not what life is about. This is not how things should be. I get it. It hurts. It's painful. It's really painful. But at the end of the day, this anime was alright. It was decent. It was average. And like I said, episode 1 was a masterpiece. But episode 1 is not gonna balance out the dog shite that came along the way along the journey. And so, yeah. It had some W's. It had some W's, for sure. Excuse me, guys. My bad, man. Just talking about this anime is just really making me snooze. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was extremely disappointing. It just cut right to the fucking chase. This was just extremely disappointing. You know, being cute and ooh was not gonna save all the shit that it came with it, man. Just because you put a bow on a pile of feces doesn't make that feces any more smelly and nasty. And so, yeah, guys, it was just a huge disappointment. Like I said, there were some W's here and there, like the cuteness of Asago, but overall, it just didn't do it for me, guys. I'm sorry to say. So, yeah, hate me for that take. Maybe a lot of you will agree with me. Overall, at best, strong fucking 7. You know, just for the different type of stories and characters and atmospheres. Due to the bad animation and terrible pacing and just the whole jumping around and how it didn't really stick to the actual premise between him and his sister, and how episode 1 pretty much outshined any and every other episode, period. It's just, yeah, it ain't it. I'm glad to move on, to be fair. Glad to move on. I am going to miss the characters like Asago, but that's about it.